if you have no idea how to manifest this ambitious version of yourself, this version of you that's striving for maybe the dream physique, the online business, the dream car, or whatever it is, but you have no idea how to really like get in the flow so that you can build the foundation to then create lots of momentum towards building that future. I built my dream body. I have done a lot of things in this like self-improvement kind of things. But what I've realized is that if we want to be able to make progress towards our goals, we need to have the ability to build a mission so strong that we don't really like that the bad habits just naturally flow out of our lives. I was speaking to this one friend of mine. I think he will see this video when I post it, but I have no idea actually. But I was speaking to this one friend of mine, and I just thought of the advice right now, and I wanted to give it to him if he watches this video. But if you feel like you've been struggling in an environment, for example, he gave you argument, not argument, but he gave the scenario that if he's with his friends or family or whatever, and they put down like some junk food on the table or whatever, then he will eat it. But when he's by himself, he won't really eat it. I am the complete same way, but I feel like I've conquered this and now I have a lot more control. I can decide when I'm going to do it or when I'm not going to do it. The key here is not to look at the bad habit in and of itself. Because if we look at the bad habit that we want to quit, we're simply not going to be able to quit it. We are going to start haunting ourselves when we mess up. We're going to start quantifying our self-worth based on if we are able to quit this bad habit or not. And that becomes really messed up because my entire self-worth, my entire perception of my self-worth shifted when I started to get anxious a couple months ago. And I believe some of the reason for why I was starting to get anxious was because I destroyed the perception I had of myself. I said, I'm not going to let you look at yourself negatively or positively. You're not going to be quantifying your self love on the external terms. Now, what this means in his scenario or in my own scenario is that we have to start building something for the future. And this might seem very, very like it's not very tangible or practical. And how do you put this into practical terms? Well, you have to basically go out and start doing something. If you do not go out there and put yourself in a situation where I can go out and I can do something. I can try something new. You're gonna find whatever mission you feel like you're more cold to. And I speak to a lot of people and they say, yeah, I wanna make money, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, but it's never really clear what they wanna do. The key here is just to spend time with yourself alone in solitude. Because when I started to do that, well, some of the emotions started to gather up. Some of the anxiety, some of the negative emotions that I've been escaping from, those came to me. But when I just sat there in the present moment, just not trying to get anything out of it, just sitting there, just observing like my feet, my legs, my back, that's that's when I realized that if I just spend more time here, things will start to attract to me, things will start to flow towards me, and I will be getting ideas. And be okay with not making 100% of the progress, because the reason why I believe some people are more successful than others, it's because you have to be able to go through this gray zone where you have literally no proof of what you're doing is correct. You have no idea if it's even gonna work or not. And this will last for months. It might even last for years. You have no idea what you're gonna do. You're putting in the work, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the work, you're escaping the bad habits, and you see no results. People are in front of you. People like are bettering you in all of the external tangible things. People have better grades, people like look better or whatever. Why? It's because they have just built more momentum than you, and it hasn't carried up and it hasn't carried on yet. One thing that you have to realize is that excuse me, over time the results compound no matter what. If it's positive, negative, sideways, upwards, downwards, the results will compound inevitably. Now, in practical terms, this means that You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in a situation where I'm putting in the work, I'm putting in the work, I'm putting in the work, I'm at zero results. I'm at zero results, I'm at zero things, zero views on YouTube or whatever. But it's gonna take off if we just spend more time in the present moment and we try not to chase the external thing because you're doing it for the internal. So if we can start to internalize this mission, this deeper calling, this deeper vision, like however it is, like it's if it is like with your family, if it's with your friends in the future, if it's you, like I don't even know, but try to make it a positive experience and then try to use the pain that you feel in your day-to-day life to get the motivation to do the thing now. And then you will realize how far you've come. Start taking some action. That's the entire point of spending time in solitude, having some time where you're bored. This will lead to wonder, I promise you that. If you want to join my free community, it's called the Zero Theory. It's completely free. I have a free course breaking everything like this down, how to build this mission in more deeper detail, how to improve your mental health, etc. All of the things covered there. I hope that you want to join, since I want to gather up as many people as humanly possible. If you want to do the YouTube algorithm stuff, feel free to do that. But yeah, this is all I had to say for today, and I hope that you got some value. See you.